Tea Party backers are reeling this morning from primary election results in 6 states. Tea Party favorites lost in all of the most important Republican races heading into the November midterms. And a CBS News poll out this morning shows Tea Party support fell 9 points over the past year. CBS News political director John Dickerson is in Washington. John, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
So tell us what it means.
Well, I think what it means basically is that these outcomes mean that Republican candidates are finding a way to appeal to the Tea Party and grab those voters. And those candidates are, sometimes they are sort of quote unquote establishment candidates. Sometimes they are considered more Tea Party candidates. But in these recent spate of primaries, the more establishment candidates have run. But this is really a labeling question. At the bottom, these candidates who are winning still believe in low taxes, low government spending, and individual liberty. Those were the ideological principles of the Tea Party. So ideologically, the conservative movement is still alive and well.
But, John, isn't it true that there are some warring factions within the Republican Party, and some of the more establishment part of the Republican Party wanted to see these Tea Party candidates lose?
Well, what the establishment wanted to see is good candidates win elections. And what happened over the last couple of cycles is you had sometimes Tea Party candidates, sometimes candidates who were supported by the grassroots but wouldn't necessarily fit the Tea Party label, who ended up getting the nomination. Then they were inexperienced, untested, and they ended up kind of frittering away what looked to Republicans like seats they could win. So what the establishment has wanted is to get candidates who can be successful. There are certainly spats and arguments. They are often among the elites at the top, people who claim to speak for the Tea Party. But part of what's happening here is, again, these quote-unquote establishment candidates, these are not squishy moderates who are winning. These are candidates who are appealing to Tea Party voters. The people who claim to speak for the Tea Party may not like them exactly, but the voters like them enough to be voting them in.
They clearly sense the midterm elections and the possibility of taking over the Senate.
Oh, absolutely. And that is for what the Democrats had hoped is that in these primaries, there would be these ugly, bloody fights that would have these extreme moments where candidates would do outrageous things, and that Democrats would then be able to label the entire Republican Party as being full of this kind of extremism. That has not happened, and that's good for the Republicans who want to take over the Senate.
All right, John, thank you.